welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the Sunday car boot haul video. Apologies if you can hear drilling in the background. Anthony's DIYing something, I'm not even sure what. I've done 2 car boot sales today, but I got such a tiny amount from Trench that I'm going to show you that first because this is it. This little stack here. I've got 5 books from a set called Amelia Fang by Laura Ellen Anderson. I've not heard of them before, but they look like the kids might enjoy them. And if I don't know if that's a full set, I don't know if there's more than 5 in the series, but if that's a full set, then they can be listed as a bundle regardless. But if it's a full set, even better. They were £2 for the 5. And then I picked up this All Achille wash bag, but I didn't realise when I picked it up that it's got a stain on the side. It's a bit discoloured on both sides actually, so that's a bit of a shame. It has an additional small pouch inside, which is not All Achille related in any way, I don't think. No, Arab Emirates pouch. I'll pop it through the washing machine to see what happens. It was £1, so there's not a lot of loss if it doesn't produce anything. But you know, maybe those stains will come out. £1 for that one, and then £1 for these 2 items, which is a Victoria and Albert Museum Alice in Wonderland King of Hearts mug. So it's got the King of Hearts written on the back, it's got a picture of him on the front, and then inside it says, "Don't be impertinent." And then there's the crown at the base. And a little Nutella plate and spoon, which I thought were really nice. I'm sure these were promotional at some point. They probably came one of those Christmas gift sets you can get, didn't they? But I thought it was worth picking up. I'm going to have a quick look up and see if I can find it. Lots of people listed the plates, but nobody's listed any spoons. That's interesting, isn't it? Mildly interesting. Not very interesting at all. That's not very interesting at all, is it? And the plates don't seem to be very much money, so it's a good job I didn't pay much for that. Let's have a look at my mug. V&A Museum. I'll put in Alice mug. So there was a whole series. Somebody's got a White Rabbit on for £16. The Queen of Hearts is there. She's on for £3. Let's have a look at completed rather than what people are trying to get. The Mad Hatter sold for £16, the White Rabbit has sold for £16, Alice herself has gone for £16. I think we're finding that £16 is around about the theme. So yeah, not bad for, what did I say, it was £1 for the 2, so 50p. And that is it from that car boot sale. The rest is all from Easter Compton. This is my filler bag. Very poor pickings on the filler bag today. I know I said that last week, but the same again this week. 1 roll of, this is drawing paper, but I will use it for void fill. I literally threw it in because this filler bag, it costs. Filler bag is £3, just in case you're new here. £3 for everything in this bag. You can put in as much as you want, as much as you can find worth having. So 1 roll of paper. 1 White Company comforter, that's worth having at least. It does need a wash. I'll put that with the All Achille thing. A little wodge of silver-plated photo frames. I think they're all the same. Yeah, they are. There's 5 matching ones. They're all by Shude Hill, which make Collectibles, so they're quite a nice brand. One's slightly smaller. There we go. They're not a matching set, are they? If one's slightly smaller, but even so, chucked them in filler bag. 2 lots of curtain hooks because I thought we were going to use them for Anthony's curtains, but he's just bought a pole that came with the hooks, so he doesn't need those. But they're metal curtain hooks. I'm just realising 2 different sizes as well. No idea if there's any resale for metal curtain hooks. I sell a lot of wooden ones, but I don't know if there's any resale on metal ones. A Tractor Ted melamine plate. A stapler. This is for work. Our stapler at work is broken, so I threw that and I thought, lovely, we'll have a new stapler. Better quality than the work one as well. 2 Sylvania families. I've got a bear and a meerkat. And a little packet of bamboo panty liners from the brand Flow. That was it for filler bags. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 8 or 9 items for £3. Still alright, isn't it? It's still 30 odd pence an item. Not to be sniffed at. I bought a pack of 2 rubber balls for the dogs, and although the lady had £1 on them, she only charged me 50p. These are really nice, hard, bouncy rubber balls. Both dogs like these. Molly, what's this? Where's Kaiki? Kaiki? Kai. Ready? Boink. Good catch. So they'll be pleased with those, 2 for 50p. Wow. And then I'm going to have to struggle to remember the prices of some of the stuff. I know I paid 50p for this Denby mug. It's a bit grubby, it needs a bit of a clean up, but it's a really nice tankard, Craftsman tankard mug, I think. I'd have to look up the exact line that this one is, but it's definitely Denby. I paid £2 for a pickled onion jar. The lady said that she thought she had the beetroot one as well, but she couldn't find it, and I couldn't find it away. It was cold. It was cold this morning. I wasn't hanging about. I paid... Really struggling to remember. I feel like I bought this with something else. Two things from the same person, yet I don't know what the other thing was. This is for Natalie anyway. It's a hairdryer to stop her pinching mine. And I don't know how much I paid for it. Maybe £1. I wouldn't have paid more than £1, I'm sure. I paid 50p for 4 items from one lady, or 4 or 5 items maybe. I think it was these bits. So 2 Coca-Cola glasses, again need cleaning, a Rice Krispies plastic bowl and a Super Noodles plastic bowl, and a Tigger mug, and that was 50p for the lot. This lady was just like, I don't want to take these things home, please buy my stuff. So I was like, all right then. I paid 50p for this Genius mug. It just says, Genius does what it must and talent does what it can. And it is a brand by Richard Sawyer's Associates. And the quote is from Owen Meredith, and I don't know if that's supposed to be Owen Meredith depicted on the side there or not. There are none incompleted, so possibly not worth having that. But I like the phrase on it, so... I also paid... Where did you come from? This may have come with the hairdryer. I've got a feeling these two came together. I've got a feeling these two came together, and I think maybe it was like £1 for both together or something. I don't think it was very much. That is a Pastimes Tiffany design mug. £2 for some ruby shoes. Really pretty design wedge heel shoes. They've got like this flower on the front. They're blue suede. They're just a really nice shoe. Really, really lovely. Size 6 for those. 50p for 2 silicone moulds, snowmen and Christmas trees. £1 for these 2 items together. It's another Rice Krispies plastic bowl and a Joseph grater block thing. Never seen this before. I've seen a lot of Joseph stuff, but I haven't seen this before. That was a new one on me. 20p for, I think, pretty sure this is John Lewis Polly's Pantry, and it's the salt and pepper. The stopper for that is in there, so I'm going to have to get some tweezers and see if I can get it out. I wonder if I can do that now. Oh, that's not the stopper, because this is a piece of cork. I think somebody has tried to replace the stopper with a cork stopper at some point, and it's got stuck inside. That's going to be a job and a half, because this one's got its plastic stopper, and I'll have to get a replacement plastic stopper for that one. That's annoying. I thought it was the stopper that was inside. I mean, they were only 20p, but I was pleased that I thought the stopper was present. £1 for this really quite nice, this is Colport, John Lennon Yoko Ono design egg cup and plate. Colport characters. I hadn't seen that before, and I'm interested to know what happens when I look it up. They're listed at £9 to £15. I mean, it's 2003, so it was a long time after John Lennon died, so I don't know the story behind that, whether these are drawings that he did and then Yoko Ono released them later. I really do not know the story behind it, but they generally seem to be listed between £10 and £15. 2 of these were 50p for 2. And the other 3 were 20p for 3 from 2 different sellers. I don't know which two were which, but they are the Early Learning Pull Along. They all magnet together. And I've got quite a nice bundle of those now, so I'm probably time to dig. They're all in different bags, because every week I come home and I put all my car boot stuff back into bags and shove it in the cupboard. So I need to go through, sort them all out, and get that bundle listed now. I must have about 12 or 15 of them now. And £1 for this. I've got a feeling this is Marks & Spencer Harvest. If anybody knows differently, do let me know. Marks & Spencer Autumn Harvest. It's melamine. It's a melamine condiment dish, but the unusual thing was that the spoon was present. Usually in something of this age, this is from like the 1980s, late 70s, early 80s. Usually the spoon would have gone missing a long time ago. So to have that, it's in really nice condition as well, actually. I should imagine it probably wasn't used. Condiment dish is not something you use that much, are they, really? So yeah, to have that with the spoon was nice. And I am going to put a bit of, I'm going to shrink wrap. I was going to put a bit of shrink wrap around it to keep it together. Bear with. This is my last roll of this. I bought 5 rolls from the car boot sale. We bought 20p a roll, and now I wish I'd bought more because I've used so much of it, because it's really, really useful for packaging stuff and keeping stuff together in transit and keeping stuff together in my storage and all the rest of it. So I wish I'd bought more when that guy had it. The annoying thing, he's probably still out there somewhere with a garage full of it, isn't he? So there we go, that's held that together. I bought myself a Apple Lightning to headphone jack, because Apple phones do not have a headphone jack. So that was £1. The lady had about 4 of them. I thought I'll have one of them, that'll be useful. There's a Babyliss Pro 15 ceramic straightener here that I paid £1 for. It will not come out of this box. It wouldn't come out of this box in the car boot sale either. It's got itself wedged in there somewhere. Annoyingly, that's not what it's meant to be. I wish I had been able to get it out of the box at the car boot sale, because this says Babyliss and this isn't. This is another brand entirely. This is Size Matters Carmen hair straighteners. I have no idea if there's any value in them, and I certainly wouldn't have bought them. I was thinking, oh look, they're in their box, blah blah blah. So that'll learn me to look properly in future. The lady was like, oh, they've never been out of the box, they've never been used. They're not the right ones in the box, you fibber. And then it was only £1 at the end of the day. Another £1 got me these Cloverleaf melamine table mats. These are the Cottage Doorways range. I think I've got the coasters for these, unless I've already sold them. I remember listing them, but they may have sold already. So there's Cottage Doorways, and each one has a little dog or a cat sat in literally at the cottage doorway, waiting for the door to open. They're really, really lovely, and they're really nice designs. Tiny little bit of water damage on that one, starting to separate a bit, but apart from that, fairly good nick, I think. They were only £1. Things can be repaired, of course, as well, you know, just because that's got just started to separate a bit doesn't mean it can't be repaired. Weirdly, no, not weirdly at all, ignore me. No, yeah, weirdly, look. That one has a completely different backing onto the rest and is slightly thicker, as though it had come from a different box. And yet the design is definitely part of the set. That is odd. Have they just peeled off? I think perhaps they've peeled off a layer on some of them, because I've got 2 with green backing and 4 without. And I think maybe, as this has got dirty or a bit ruined, somebody's just peeled it off and revealed a cork layer underneath, but I don't want to risk doing that in case it isn't. Yeah, that's not a cork layer underneath. That's very strange. They must have had 2 sets and got them mixed up. Isn't that odd? Yeah, very strange. I tell you what, car boots are getting lean if I've started getting boxes of table mats that don't even go together. And things that aren't in their right box. And then finally, this is actually the first thing I picked up today, and it is a zebra label printer. So somebody out there in reseller land will be wishing they had a label printer, and they'll want to buy mine off me, won't they? The zebra printers, you can't beat them. You cannot beat a zebra printer. It came with its plug-in cables. Everything you need is there, apart from a roll of labels, and I've got labels that I can try out with and whatever. So it is a zebra, which one are you? LP2844. Zebra LP2844. Somebody's got one listed at £50, so let's have a look at solds. Solds are about 40 odd pounds. So £60, £50, 45, 68. Why 68? That's weird, isn't it? Yeah, so I will test it, make sure it works, and that'll be listed, and hopefully somebody will snap it up. These Carmen hair mini straighteners actually do seem to sell for £12 to £15, which is what I would have expected to get on the Babyliss if it had been there. So that's not quite the fail that I thought it was. But it would just have been nicer if it was the correct box, obviously. What I could do is keep this box and hope that at some point I come across the right straighteners that go in it, couldn't I? I could do that. I could, I probably won't. That's it. That is the haul and all of the haul. I I'm reasonably pleased with what I picked up. Some of it will turn out to be a fail, some of it always does. You can't get it right all the time, but some of it will turn out to be more of a win than I expected. So what you lose on the swings, you gain on the roundabouts, is that the saying? Thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and as always, if you've seen anything you want, drop me a line on the email address that is always in the description box, and I'll be back next week. Take care. Bye for now.